Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Let's Play European Renaissance 4 as Poland in the Rights of Man DLC. Last time we took a bunch of land from the Teutonic Order, and most notably we took Gdansk from them, which is a very important city nowadays, and will be a very important city in the future. From this timeline perspective, from 1450 in several centuries, will become a very important city, but right now is not that essential and vital in the Empire, though it does provide a nice bit of income, of course. Right then, we said we're going to take a look at what the Austrians think of us and how we can get them on our side. Okay, here's a little bit of insider information and cheating. Just a bit, okay? You ally Bohemia and Brandenburg and Austria, and you are isolated from aggressive expansion. What the hell is he talking about? Listen. You all, if you've played this game about a year ago, you will know aggressive expansion can be the death of you. Nowadays, much less so. I mean, for this, in the past, about a year ago, if I took this much land, I would have to end the Let's Play. Literally every single nation in Europe would declare war on me. Because, like I said, this game has its ups and downs, if you will. I'm not going to grab admin tech yet, I'm going to wait for someone else to grab it first. And what I'm going to do instead is this. You have not enough land. Okay, I'll give you some land. Here you go, clergy. Now shut up. We can do this as well for 25 points. We spent a lot of admin points there. Nah, regardless. Like I said, this game has had its ups and downs, and matter of fact, aggressive expansion, when it was broken, was the reason why I had to end Let's Play prematurely, and I believe that was my most successful Let's Play to date on the channel, so yeah. Anyways, though, where was I going with this? Ah, yes. The way it works now is, for example, France is not pissed off at me, because France doesn't even know who the Teutonic Order are. It's miles away. There's no reason why they should be worried. You know, unless I end up swallowing the entirety of Muscovy, Lithuania, Novgorod, Kazan, and the Golden Horde at once. Then France is like, who cares? Like, we don't even know about that yet. So, you ally yourselves with these guys, and all of a sudden they don't care about you expanding. In fact, they pretty much want you to expand as long as you attack the Russians, or the Ottomans, or the former, I guess, not really Crusaders, but you know what I mean, like, former, well, not former because they're still here, but, like, these militaristic religious orders in the north? Is that politically correct to say? I don't know. This part of the world is a black hole to me, in terms of its history. I know how the Teutonics got here. I know why they got here. At which point, it just becomes a blur. I know they're not here anymore, so, you know what? It's the rest is history, I suppose. Now, quite literally, it is history, but... Oh, stop. And also, the beautiful thing is, I can build buildings for Lithuania. And I will. Quite liberally, in fact, even though it won't give me any benefits, I will give them stuff. Because I'm a benevolent ruler, and also I'm going to inherit their country at one point, so there's that as well. Now, if we want to, we can actually siphon their income, which will worsen our relationship immensely, but in the future, in case we need an out from some from some financial crisis, that is an option that we can do, which wasn't, no, it was added fairly, well, recently-ish. The Iberian wedding happened, right? Yes, it did. It did happen. Okay. We're now in the 4th place. Castile is first. Well, yeah, because of the personal union. Makes sense. We don't have... can't build the marketplace yet. Really good national unrest. Or lack thereof, I suppose. 41 years for them to revolt, so that they're never going to revolt, practically. Oh, hello. Brandenburg? What the hell is Brandenburg? Brandenburg declared war on Pomerania conquest. See, I'd rather look on the map for myself rather than read it off of here. There's Brandenburg versus Anhalt, Pomerania, and East Frisia and Mecklenburg. No, sorry. Can't help you. You are about to get wrecked. If Bohemia helped you, maybe. But Bohemia is not going to help you, so basically sod off, right? That is an unfortunate thing that I wish wasn't so, but we're going to have to work around it. I cannot fabricate a claim on Wallachia or Crimea or anything, because I'm not bordering them. My subjects are, but I'm not, so that's unfortunately not the same thing. But oh well. Loose lips, it's fine. Soon we're going to level up all 3 of our technologies very neatly. Government doesn't need any strengthening. Oh, I nearly forgot. The Renaissance. Since the 14th century, the wonderful, wealthy, and powerful in Italian city-states have been patronizing artists and scholars willing to explore the old Roman and Greek societies of their forefathers. As a cultural movement, the Renaissance already encompasses most of the region in Italy, most of the regions in Italy, I suppose, and has had a profound impact on literature, art, philosophy, and music. Okay, music, not what you think, but yes. It needs explanation on the music bit, but yes. Humanist scholars are also analysing... you know what the Renaissance is. Come on, people. I'm not going to read the entire thing. Renaissance is happening, unfortunately. It is unfortunate. Don't get me wrong. It is. For me, it's unfortunate. Also, I'm going to promote these 2 cultures. Promoting cultures basically makes them accepted, which is a wonderful thing. Not going to convert anyone here. Lvov, no. Halitsa, where is it? It's down there. You know what? Convert this thing and send them to pacify them while they're being converted. Where am I going with this? Ah, yes. It's actually a bad thing for me, believe it or not, because if you take a look at the institutions here, the Renaissance is spreading, and good for it and all that. It is spreading remarkably slowly for me. And, oh, there's the birthplace of the Renaissance. It will spread from there. You know, at least I'm not, like, in a position like, Bosnia or Hungary. A decent bit of my land is going to get Renaissance naturally, but I'm going to need to accept Renaissance and pay for it. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, again, targeted those who haven't played the game yet, played the DLC yet. There is a button somewhere. I just can't find it. Where is it? I will find it when we need to. Somewhere there is a button and it says accept the Renaissance, and you need to pay gold. A lot of gold. Thank God you don't need to pay points. They'll take your gold instead, but it doesn't make it much better. It's actually still pretty bad. If we can all stay at feudalism until 18-something, I'd be happy with that, but in fairness, the Renaissance does bring a few good buffs and benefits, but it brings penalties, mostly. You accept the Renaissance to avoid penalties rather than gain benefits, which is a little bit of a reverse way of doing things, but also makes sense, right? Because if you don't accept the Renaissance, you're now behind the rest of the world, and, well, that just makes a whole lot of sense, right? Technologically speaking, you're behind, and, that's not where you want to be in a... well, in any scenario, really. The papal state is in control of the papacy now. It's probably the best thing that can happen, to be quite honest with you. Is that... actually, is that the best... do I get more influence if they're there? No, I don't. Never mind. I'm gonna invest and try and become the papal controller, but would rather save up and get some mercantilism, or beautify the ruler, or beatify the ruler, was it? Beatify? No, not the ruler, the local saint. Huh. It gives stability. If it was the ruler, it would make sense, but... well, actually, no, it wouldn't. Maybe I could get a blessing from the Pope or whatever. And get stability. Which would make sense, we're Catholic and all that. And now we're about to spend literally hundreds upon hundreds of ducats building churches. Not because we love the Pope so much, but because they are economic buildings, and pretty much the only economic buildings we can afford. No, I'm not gonna let you walk through my land. From there to no. No, sorry. Alliance? Oh, come on! Why? Aggressive expansion. Aggressive expansion. So my aggressive expansion is 23. See, it's 8 towards Bohemia because they don't really care, but... So, I suppose the question is who's next, right? I'm gonna build a spy network in there as well. And fabricate a claim on Ermland, I think. And on Koinsberg. There we go. Getting ready for another war. Relatively soon. This guy's in Mazovia. Right. Get out of Mazovia. Can we actually annex them? Not yet. In a year. In a year we'll be able to annex Mazovia. We're also quite close to completing our mission. Manpower reserve recovery. My ruler is 25, but my heir is 47. It's not a very good system. Trust me, it's not a very good system. I'm trying mentally and silently to do the math. 21,000, how much of that is 90%? How much is 90% of 21,000? 882. There's a reason I don't like math. Because I can't do math most of the time. It's like roughly 20,000, right? 20,000, 19,000, something like that. Somewhere in there. Truce with I have a truce with them. How long until it expires? 60. 1460. We're gonna need a new enemy. For independence. He's still loyal towards Denmark. Actually, I probably would be too. They gave you some land. They also did take Neva. Ooh. They did take Neva. Didn't take Ladoga though. This is gonna be a problem. Mercantilism is right. Mercantilism is right. Remember that. We are going to have to take a loan, though. Fear not, it's kind of what Poland does. In context of EU4. Only, of course. It's kind of what we do. Taking loans is our thing. We take loans and we pay them off. But we mostly take loans to build our armies, take loans to do certain events. It's kind of what I've been doing. The practice run, I suppose I keep calling it. So is nobody going to revolt, really? I think I should speed it up a bit then. And I am... If you're wondering why this is going slowly, I managed to find a nice, neat balance between... Oh my god, my process is too good, times 5 speed is way too quickly for me to... goes way too quickly for me to actually do anything. And that's rendering a video in the background of this, because I can do that now, and still record and play. Which is by far the most beautiful thing I could ever think of happening to me. Solidify papal relations. Why not? You know what? Why not? Go for it. April. April is when we can start annexing Mazovia. You're in the Livonian Order. You're in the Teutonic. Actually, get out of there. You're not needed in the Teutonic Order anymore. Pause. Thank you. Influence. Annex vassal. Yes. Absent merchant in Kiev or lose 10 diplomatic points. 10 diplomatic points. Come on, I make that in like what? 2 months. No, don't worry about it. Okay. Not super happy with the amount of points we have. I would like to attack one of my rivals. And diplomacy, yes. Ottomans, Denmark, and Muscovy. I'm not going to attack either of them. Or any of them, sorry, because there's 3. Any of them anytime soon, I'm afraid. This is not exactly ideal for me, but thankfully Denmark is messing with Russia just enough. Or with Muscovy right now, technically, I suppose. No, let's not build another church because we're gonna pay back the loan. And Brandenburg is being a little bit silly, but they're actually still in the war, which I... Oh. What, really? That's like hiding behind Mummy and saying, "You're ugly. I hate you." Or, no, that's not even I hate you. Like, yeah, you're ugly. And your mother is like... Ronda Rousey or whatever. That's... We've insulted Poland. Oh, by the way, Poland's #1 ally is our, overlord. Come on. What is this? Clergy estate gains 5 influence. Cardinal in administration. Tolerance of heretics -2. What's our tolerance of heretics right now? Piss poor. So yes, I'd say this is worthwhile at the risk of having a little bit of trouble with revolts like we are having right now. Okay. I don't want to improve. I don't want to improve my stability. It's a bit expensive. 151. It's not that expensive. I'm gonna do it because it will. Yeah. See, it's not that bad now. I guess you could send you. I'd send you guys to pacify the entire thing as well. Just to make it crystal clear, I can't declare war on them, right? No. Because Bohemia would protect them. I It's not a thing of Bohemia likes them more than me. They don't have a choice. Like, the Bohemians don't have a choice. What about Austria? They like me all of a sudden. Yes, they do. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, what are we doing? Annexing vassal. Improving relations with the Pope. Improve relations with the Pope, and when it gets to 100, we'll ally Austria, and then we'll end the episode, because that will be a milestone and a half. Also, repay all loans. There you go. Very soon. Come on. Very soon. Like, it's safe mode, and well, yeah, basically it is. Playing as Poland allying Austria and Bohemia, and well, Brandenburg left now, but who cares about them? No, actually they haven't yet. Yes, they have. Doing that is basically playing safe mode, because I cannot be attacked. Look at the amazing alliance we're about to have when Austria joins in, and she's allied with Hungary or leads a union with even better. We are the #1 superpower in the world, but incorporating Mazovia, that's exactly what I was looking for. I may or may not have memorized that is the following mission after your second one gets done, which for me was the papal commendation reincarnation. I actually cannot remember any single Sabaton song right now. I forgot one in the last episode, I forgot one in this one. Lovely. Perfect. Military alliance with Austria. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. The unconquerable Entente. Actually, we're more sort of like the Central Powers, aren't we? Like Austria, and instead of Germany, there's Poland and Lithuania and Hungary. And Bohemia, which is Czech, but, you know, it's geographically close to Germany, so... Actually, it does incorporate a few Saxon provinces, so yeah. The unconquerable Central Powers, several centuries before they were actually supposed to be created, but hey. Who said that's a bad thing? Well then, this is going terrific. You can't see it on the map yet, because my name's not big enough, but believe me, soon enough. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed this video, as you'll stay tuned with the series, and you'll be supporting me as well. Until next time, my name is Juggernaut. Please remember to take care, yes. And bye-bye.